Whatever you make happen for somebody else, God will make happen for you. Recently, I got these testimonies that I want to share with you. These people wrote in and gave their testimony of how God had blessed their life. This lady says, a few months back, you challenged our congregation to be one of the 300. 300 people to give $100 extra a month to help us to go on worldwide TV. An opportunity to spread the message of the gospel and hope of Jesus Christ around the globe through our television show called Destined to Win. Immediately, I felt the Spirit stir in me and knew we needed to find a way to be a monthly giver for the cause to win souls to the kingdom of God. I knew God would provide what our hearts were leading us to do, even if our checking account disagreed. At the end of the sermon, Pastor Frank had made a bold proclamation that the Spirit had led him to share. For those who were willing to take the pledge, I prayed. I felt like God told me to say this. And in the history of our ministry, I'd never said this at any time except for this time. Said anybody that does this, I believe I'm going to pray that God increases your monthly income $1,000 per month. What struck me about the proclamation was the exact number or the exact amount. Not a twofold or a tenfold, but a specific dollar amount. We committed and trusted God to take care of the rest. Around that same time, a new position posted at my company, and I was urged to apply for it. It was a lateral position, so no real opportunity for big increase, but everything felt right about it. I applied, went through 5 interviews with God at my side, and then came the job offer. I was thrilled at the new opportunity, but what I never expected was the salary increase. A 15% salary increase. The hiring manager said it was unheard of for a lateral move. The amount per month of the increase, $1,000 per month. I thought to myself, now that is God. We serve a mighty God who's able to turn the unheard of into mighty favor. Trust him. He loves to surprise his children. This person writes, I apologize for the lateness of this email, but I definitely wanted to take a moment to tell you of God's faithfulness in our lives. As you know, I lost my job last year in February. Later in April, my wife lost 2 uncles within 1 week of each other, her mother's last living siblings. And then I lost my dad in June. 2 weeks later, we had to bury our dog, Morgan, after nearly 16 years. Needless to say, 2014 was a bit challenging. Although I started a new job, as I mentioned back in June, the salary and monthly commission were considerably lower than what we were accustomed to. In reality, it was not enough to cover our monthly expenses. So I continued looking for alternative employment options, going on interviews. Finally, in September, I interviewed for a great position, but with my previous financial history, it would be a tremendous long shot. After attending the leadership meeting, where you ask leaders to be a part of the 300, my wife prayed about it, and she filled out a pledge card, having no clue where the extra $100 a month would come from. We turned in our pledge card on Sunday, and on Monday, I received an offer letter and full clearance to start at the new company on December 15th, 2014. The base salary is $12,000 a year higher than my previous job, and the commission bonus is another $1,000 per month, making it a total of $2,000 extra a month. I remembered your prayer for those who committed to the 300, and I just thank God for restoring what the enemy tries to take.